Hello, friends. It's Monday. Nice to see you. I am Christiana Gaudette. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I am live on my YouTube channel, as I am most Monday mornings, to do the 3-card weekly reading. It's so nice to see all of you here. I want to remind all the members that we have a members-only live stream this evening. I put the link in the description of this video. The link is also in the community thread, and I set it up so that when you come to the channel, the link should just be right there for you. It's also posted in the Global Tarot Circle group, 7 p.m. this evening. AITA, Can Tarot Tell? This is going to be so much fun and so informative. So please do join us. Whether you have a deep question about whether you or someone else is in the right or in the wrong, or whether you read for other people and want to know, how do the cards talk about poor behavior and unfortunate personalities, and then how do you say it to people? And y'all who have had readings with me know sometimes I just come right out and say it, this person is a jerk. But you have to be really careful about that. You can't just do that willy-nilly, right? And sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes the client comes to you and says, I think this person is a jerk. And it's like, well, maybe not. Maybe this person just has this issue or that issue, and, it's worth working with. So all those kinds of things is what we're going to be playing with tonight. So please do join us if you can, if you are a member of this channel. And if you're not a member, maybe it's a good time to become one. All right, let's get right into it. And a real big thank you to all the members who are here with us today. You can tell who the members are because their names are in green. But I appreciate everyone who's here today, and you can support this channel in a lot of ways, including tell your friends about it. If you have friends who like readings or who love tarot, we're doing some unique stuff here. Share the link with your friends. Get your friends on over here. Subscribing to this channel is a great way to help this channel. Like this video, that helps too. All right, we're using the Mystic Mondays Tarot, and this is a deck that I don't riffle because of its beautiful, let me show you here, beautiful silver gilding. And the cards are really thick, so it's just not good for riffling, and therefore I don't use it for my actual professional readings. This deck is pretty much reserved for YouTube readings because literally of its consistency, and it's too bad because I love it. But if I can't riffle, I won't use it for a professional reading. That's just the way that is. All right, so I'm very happy to use it here with you today, and I think it's fun because its name is Mystic Mondays, and it's Monday. All right, 3 cards for the collective, then single cards for individuals, and as always, whatever you hear, whether it's said to you or not, if it resonates for you, take it to your heart and to your spirit. All right, let's see what we got going on here. First card, the Princess of Swords. That would be like the Page of Swords. And, when we think about this for the week ahead, there is so much here about being in your truth, knowing what your truth is, being in your truth, communicating your truth. If you're a writer, spend time writing. It happens from time to time in communities and in nations that people will question books. And, the whole banning of books and questioning of books. I feel like this sort of says, read and write and recognize the importance of literacy. Very, very literally, that says that to me. But also, again, knowing your own personal truth and speaking your truth. And if you are in school, paying attention to your studies. This bodes well. Teresa, I know you've got finals coming up. This bodes well for you. Anyone who is in a process of test taking or class taking, this bodes well. And it tells us all, whether in a formal or informal way, to study. Study and learn. We are all students. We are all students of life. And this is a reminder to consciously be that. Be a student of life. Before we look at the next card, I want to say thank you to Claire C. for the very kind and generous super chat that says, you give awesome readings. Thank you. Well, thank you. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate your membership. Thank you. All right, next card. The 10 of Wands reversed. So if you put these two cards together, ask for help. Whether that's talking to a friend about something that's bothering you, whether it's about asking for something that you need. I need a ride here. I need you to watch my kids. I need, whatever support you need, do not be afraid to ask for support. And another thing I get from these two cards together, spend some time in thought. Are you taking responsibility for things that are not your responsibility? Are you carrying burdens from the past that are not your burdens and should not be your burdens? This is a good week to contemplate that and let go of anything heavy that you're carrying that, you should be done carrying by now. All right. Next, before we go on, I want to say thank you to Angelic Michelle for the super sticker. Thank you for being a member here. You're so generous with this channel. Really appreciate you. And thank you for supporting us today with the super sticker. All right. Next and final, the 5 of Wands reversed. So often I look at the 5 of Wands reversed and I can see it as the avoidance of conflict, sometimes to your detriment, sometimes to our detriment, that we dislike conflict so much that we just put up with crap. But sometimes when I see the 5 of Wands, I think about it as necessary compromise. And so with these other two cards here, starting with that Princess or Page of Swords, there is this real sense on a personal level, on a political level, on a spiritual level, on every level, on a family level, friends, everything, to figure out right now, what is that line for you? Where is it best just to smile and nod and not get into it? And where is it best to try to have a hard conversation, to set a boundary, to share a thought, to share an opinion? Where are you just wasting your energy, and where is it best to speak? Where is it best to set a boundary? So this week, it's internal stuff, really working on your internal stuff, thinking about what's true for you and when and how to express that truth, and where you need to set boundaries and let go of things that have been weighing you down. So that's what we're all going to be working on this week. How does that make sense to you? Kyliz, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being a member here. And thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. It is time. I am just going to take these in the order in which I see them. And again, while you're waiting for your turn, while you're listening, if you hear something that strikes you, that resonates for you, go ahead and take it for yourself. Jake, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Good morning. Here is a card for you. The Nine of Swords reversed. I feel like this week you want to be really careful to cultivate and curate your own thoughts and your own stories. What you're telling yourself. Are you telling yourself things that are making you feel bad? Seriously. Are you stuck in a story that isn't helping you? See if you can work on that this week and try to tell yourself kind things. Try to think kind thoughts for yourself. Jeannie Mnuchin, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thank you for the blessings for our family. A lot of you have seen the picture I posted just recently of the two babies together again. I went to visit them yesterday. I got to hold Aubrey for the very first time. And they're so sweet. Oh my gosh. So sweet. Okay, so thank you for that. I appreciate your continued support. Allison is really looking forward to the time when they're a little bit bigger, that she can come on into the office with them and come on a live with me so you can meet them. Jeannie, before I pull your card, I am just going to say thank you to Julie Rogan for the super chat. Really appreciate that. The babies are beautiful. They really are. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. All right, Jeannie, thanks for your patience. Here's your card. The Seven of Wands. So that's an interesting card. Boundaries, yes. You know, it goes along with the theme of the reading for all of us, to have your boundaries, to stand up for what you believe in. This can be about, taking a stance, expressing your beliefs. And that could be about something on a personal level, on a group level, on a political level. What are you going to stand for? What are you going to stand up for? And how are you going to do it? Now, it can also speak to feeling a little defensive. There may be some things going on where you're feeling defensive, and you have to really look at that and say, should I be? Is it appropriate for me to be feeling defensive right now, or has something in me been triggered that isn't serving me? So you have to look at that. So really, this is like an extension of that 3-card weekly reading for you. A lot of those things are very pertinent to you right now, I think. All right, Febborn, so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. The Two of Wands. So, one of the things, and I've said this before, one of the things that I really love is those of you who are able to, sort of very loyally show up for these live streams. I can kind of remember and see trends that are happening in your life. And Febborn, I feel like for a little bit there, you were going through a rough time, maybe still are a bit, but this is a beautiful card for you. As we start this new week, it feels like you are looking for new possibilities, that you are looking at what you can plan, what your goals are, what you can manifest in your life. And this is positive. So spend this week thinking about what you want to manifest, what your goals are, what your plans are, what your dreams are. And remember that once we set those plans and goals, we also will need to execute them. But this is a good week for thinking and dreaming and planning and manifesting. So that's beautiful. I love that. Consider all the possibilities, the good possibilities. Von Ray, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Yes, I am so glad that the babies are back together. They calm each other. It really does, having them together really does make a difference. Okay, a card for the week. Here you go, Von Ray. Oh, look at you. You're the second one to get this in 3 people. And these cards are like not marked in any way at all. Sometimes if you get a card frequently, it's because there's something about that card physically that makes it stick out. I don't think that's the case here. Von Ray, My interpretation for this card is going to be specific to you, however. 9 of Swords reversed. It is time, you've been thinking a lot about the things that are bugging you, and you have some legitimate complaints. This week, think about the actions you're going to take. Are there, it goes back to the serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Think about that this week and make a plan. A lot of planning going on here. Marion Newbury, it's so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Good morning to you. Here is a card for you. The 10 of Pentacles. What a great card. So lots of things. I do wonder about real estate. If you're looking at an investment, if you want to rearrange your home, something, if you want to buy something for your home, something about real estate. This also can speak to cultivating financial security. It also speaks to the guidance of your ancestors. It's a good card, and there are ways that you have not always felt grounded and secure. And I feel like this week, that is an energy you're really going to be working on. How to feel more grounded and more secure in yourself and in your life. White Magic Witch, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. The Queen of Cups. This week, my friend, think about what makes you happy. Think about the things that you can do, the power that you have in your own life to be happy, to do the things that make you happy. That's what you want to think about. That's what you want to do. Teresa C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I appreciate you. A card for finals week. So far, the cards have been good for you taking your finals. But let's see what we see for the week. The Devil reversed. So, release anxiety, release worry. You've got this. You're going to be fine. And after finals week, you might get a little break, and that'll be good for you too. And, finals also means some of those overdone onto the next things. You are moving toward your goals. Believe in yourself. Believe in your path. It's going to be fine. Ben, Libra Does Tarot. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Happy Monday to you. Here is a card for the week for you. The King of Pentacles reversed. Ben, ask yourself a question. In what way am I not stepping into my power? Now, I know with you, when I ask you a question like that, you will play with it. You might even write about it, which would make me so happy. But yeah, that's the thing. In what way am I not stepping into my power? And why? Oh, second question. And why? I'm not going to answer those for you because those are yours to answer. Think about it, write about it, do a reading about it, make up a spread. That's your homework. From me to you. Enjoy. Nalini, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Your emoji game is strong. A card for you and a card for Brad, most certainly. Oh my goodness, cards on the floor. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. Okay, I felt like the card on the floor was the card for you, and it is the Empress. This week, feel your power as a woman. Feel supported by the earth. Feel supported by the lineage of women from which you come. And allow yourself to think about your own ability to create abundance in your life, to create prosperity, to create what you need, to create the life you want. You absolutely can do this. This is within your power. Feel that power. For Brad, look at this. You get the 10 of Wands reversed. And this was one of our cards for the week, for the collective. So especially powerful. What are you carrying? You know, is it childhood trauma? Is it worries and fears? What's really going on in there that you carry that you don't like to talk about emotionally, personally, energetically? What's going on in there where it's time to speak, it's time to give it voice, and it's time to release? This is a real opportunity here for your own personal growth. And we all go through this. This is not just you. Every one of us at certain times in our life has to go through this. This week is your time. What are the things in there that, you know, the traumas that have defined you? The stories from those traumas that you use to define you, is it time to bring those to light, to bring some of those dark things to light and re-examine them? All right, Pamela's Insight. So nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Here's a card for you. Two of Pentacles. Production this week. Maybe some art, maybe some writing, maybe some other things that you need to get done. And you know what else I'm thinking about? The integration of the kitties. Is it Nugget and Sir Randall? Those are the kitties? It feels like that, you know, like when I look at that integration may be going better. So this looks like a good week of the things happening that you need to have happen and getting things done the way you need to get them done. So that's fabulous. Hey, Samantha, I'm so happy to see you. Thank you so much for your email. It's going to take me a minute to get back, but the answer is yes. Go ahead and send me whatever you can. And I will absolutely write you back. It just sometimes takes me some time because I'm spending all this time talking to you, which I love to do. But I'm very happy to see you. I'm glad that you're here. Here is a card for the week for you. Strength reversed. You know, it might be time for you to just get pissed off. You know, that there may be some things that are really irritating you, things that you have put up with that you don't want to put up with anymore, and, you know, ways in which you have been denied your own anger, ways in which you have been shamed for your own righteous anger. Now, obviously, do not listen to this and go out and do something and get arrested. I will not take responsibility for that. But sometimes anger can be a good motivator, and sometimes it can help you. And I'm not talking about anger at yourself. It could be anger at situations. It could be anger at the way you've been treated. You cannot live in anger. You cannot stay there. But sometimes recognizing a wrongdoing and being righteously angry about it will give you the strength and the courage to make a change. So it's a medicine that you have to take cautiously and sparingly, but it is a medicine. All right. Peggy Lou Leven, so nice to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. A card for you. Okay, Peggy Lou. Ace of Swords reversed. This week you are to find your voice and speak your voice in a way that will help you. This week you are to think about what is true and what is not true. What are things, like what is BS that you are telling yourself? What is BS that someone else is telling you that you've been taking to heart? You know, maybe you need to just sort of, you know, if that's coming flying at you, just do the magic and send it back. Maybe it's time for that. All right. And Peggy Lou, thank you so much for being a member. Hope to see you tonight. Charles Saddlemeyer, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member. Apparently all my kids want to turn. A card for you and your son Corey, certainly. Okay, starting with you, Chara. Oh, look at this. You're the second one to get the King of Pentacles reversed. Although for you, my interpretation is going to be different. For you, I think it's about thinking about where you want to go career-wise, financially, what you need to do. And I mean, you can't fix all of that this week, but to really think about it. What are your goals? Where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? And how do you, there may be some things that have not been going in the right direction that you want to turn around. How do you do that? You can, so feel empowered to make choices for yourself, career-wise and financially. Now, for Corey. For Corey, Temperance reversed. Corey, a couple of things. Number one, you are a very creative person, and it would be good for you to explore the ways in which you are creative. Maybe problem solving, maybe building, maybe music, maybe art, could be anything, but explore your creativity. The other thing is patience. You may not be the world's most patient. Excuse me. You may not be the world's most patient person. Working on that sense of patience is going to be good for you. You're not going to like it, and you're probably not liking hearing it. But it's a thing, right? So working on patience. Betty Fleischer, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using a members only emoji. Here is a card for you. The Eight of Wands. And again, because I've been kind of watching some of the ups and downs for you, and you've got a lot going on and you've been through a lot, but I think this week you're starting to feel some of the energy clearing, opening up to the possibilities, opening up to the good things that you have going on around you and in your life, and just being ready for the energy to shift in a positive way, and being willing to allow that, being willing to experience that. So that's what I see for this week for you. All right, Lydia Mephistopheles, nice to see you. Here is a card for you. Oh, look at you. You got the Star. So, this week, think about what you really want and think about the spaces in which you really need to heal. There's like three things about this card, right? Wishes fulfilled, satisfaction and fulfillment, which kind of goes along with that, and personal healing. Embrace all three. This is a great opportunity for you for healing, for thinking about what you really want and focusing in on that, and for finding the things that will make you feel really good. All right, Carrie Dunnick, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for the week. And I'm just thinking back to Lydia. Was that the first major arcana card so far today? I think so. That's cool. All right, Carrie, my attention is now on you. Thanks for being here. The Hermit reversed. You have been recently so very focused on work, on moving forward that way, doing what you need to do, your own internal journey, your own personal healing. These have been your focuses. All good. But this week, it might be time to have some fun, to call a friend, to do something a little lighter, to do something a little less focused. Like this week, be about the work and the business of having some fun, and maybe with some people that you enjoy. Hey, Jenny, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. The Four of Wands reversed, Jenny. So the question is, in what ways are you not feeling stable? In what ways do you need to think outside the box to solve a problem? I feel like there's some things going on right now that might not be to your satisfaction. And while you may need to hold space for yourself to have that sadness or disappointment or upset about that, there are solutions and there are ways forward. And you want to think about what that looks like. Leslie Jones, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Look at you. You're the second one to get this. Ace of Swords reversed. So this kind of goes back to what we were talking about yesterday, where, like, don't BS yourself. And, you know, I hate to say this, but I feel like some of your own BS has been based on another person's BS. So it's like this whole a chain reaction of BS. I'm sorry. That sounds harsh. But again, be careful about the things you're telling yourself. And this week, allow yourself time to heal. Allow yourself to experience whatever you're experiencing authentically. But also recognize that a lot of it may be based on a story that ultimately isn't true. And when you recognize that, you free yourself. Sorry, that may have felt a little harsh, and I apologize. All right. Pamela Phillips, you're up next. But I want to acknowledge Clarka. And again, let me know if I am not pronouncing that correctly, for becoming a member at the stars level. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Join us tonight if you can. I know you're in the Czech Republic, I think. And so I recognize time-wise that may not work out for you. So if you have to watch the replay, that's cool. But now that you're a member, there's a whole lot of content available, especially for that level, that second tier level, stars and above. So go to the playlist, the members only playlist, and look at everything there is for you. That'll keep you busy for a while. Thank you so much for joining. All right. Pamela Phillips, you got your ticket to attend StarCon online. I saw that come through. So excited, so glad you'll be there. I think you'll really enjoy it. We are really creating a great conference. Everyone else should check it out as well. Starcon.com, STAARCON. Join us in person in West Palm Beach or online on the Accelerants platform. Okay, a card for you and for your daughter. Certainly. Okay, here is a card for you, Pamela. And thank you so much for being a member, and thanks for being here today. Oh, look at you, Seven of Pentacles. You are working in so many different ways, and a lot of it is work that is really going to benefit you, but sometimes it just feels like work, and sometimes it feels like you're kind of behind on it. And, like, don't be hard on yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You're doing a lot, and it's good. The work you're doing on every level is good, and appreciate yourself for it, and know that other people appreciate you as well. All right, for your daughter, here we go. Ten of Swords. This is going to be a hard week. There may be a lot that your daughter has to do this week. There may be a lot on her mind that is upsetting her. She needs to release from herself anything that is going to make it harder. She really needs to sort of be strong, get done what needs to get done, let go of whatever is problematic, and recognize that this too shall pass. Everything that she's doing is taking her toward an important goal, a goal that so many other people would try for and wouldn't get there. But there is a sacrifice, and it is hard. If it were easy, everyone would do it. So she needs to give herself some grace, recognize that it will not always be this difficult, not take on more than she has to this week, and power through it. All will be well. Melissa Grosso, it is so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Melissa, 9 of Wands reversed. This week, Melissa, there may be some things going on where you're going to be feeling very defensive and very guarded, maybe more than you need to be. Now, obviously, you need to be careful there to judge what level you need to be there at, right? But be careful not to be overly defensive or overly guarded, either personally or professionally. Katie Kondo, my good friend, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. Interesting. The Knight of Cups. So, and I am taking this specifically in a romantic way. It may be a very heartfelt apology coming from a particular person. You can deal with that in whatever way you want to. But it may also be really opening up to new possibilities and new people in the romantic realm, which is what you want to do. And on a larger spiritual level, this is about recognizing that you are on your heart's path in so many ways, and you will find what you're looking for in every way. Smile Soul 20, so happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Really appreciate you. And let's see. Here is a card for the week for you. The 6 of Pentacles. So this week, I think is going to be a pretty decent week for you. I think you may feel some appreciation at work. Some things may be moving forward, school-wise, work-wise, money-wise. You may have the opportunity to help others. Others may be helpful to you. You may feel just that sort of energetic exchange when people are working well together. So that feels good. Clumsy Clairvoyance, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. Card for the week for you. The Queen of Wands. I always wonder about this card, man. Really does look like pole dancing to me, which is not a bad thing at all. So, Clumsy Clairvoyance, some pole dancing for you this week? Maybe? I don't know. What I really see in this card for you this week has a lot to do with recognizing all of your skills and all of your abilities and really thinking about how you're going to move all of that forward, especially spiritually, creatively, and in ways that help you enjoy your life. How about that? All right. Kim Case, nice to see you. I know that you are a member here. You're coming in on a different account, but I do appreciate you and appreciate your membership. A card for you and a card for Ryan. Certainly. All right, here we are. Here we are for you. Kim Case. The Queen of Swords. Oh man, take no crap from anyone this week, my friend. Stand in your truth, stand in your power, do the right thing, and frankly, hold other people accountable. Again, that said, don't go overboard and get arrested. Don't be a Karen. Be a Kim, not a Karen. And apology, true apology for all people actually named Karen. But, you know, you're smart enough to know what's right and what's wrong for you. And you have the right to ask for what you want and need. There it is, Kim. Now, for Ryan. Ryan, 2 of Wands. You're the second person to get that today. This is a week for considering all the possibilities and do not limit your possibilities. You may have a tendency to sometimes to think about what you would want, what you'd want things to look like, and then say, yeah, no, but I can't. For one reason or another, it can't happen. Now, we all have secret dreams and desires that can't possibly happen. That's true. But I think you have some that you think fall into the category of things that can't happen, but actually could be in the category of things that could happen. So I want you to think about that. Think about, like, what are the things that you would really want to have happen? And is there a pathway toward those things? I think, at least in terms of some of them, there could be. Think about it and think about what you would have to do that. All right. Maria, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. A card for you and one for Anthony, most certainly. Maria, this is for you. Oh, look at you. You're the second one to get this one, the 7 of Pentacles. So you got a lot of work ahead of you. You've made a plan, and it's the right plan, but it's a plan that does require a certain amount of work. Do not be afraid of that. The seeds that you are planting will create a wonderful harvest for you. Just go forward. And the babies are doing very well. Thank you so much. And here is a card for Anthony. Anthony, 3 of Swords. This may be a tough week for you. There may be some things going on. You may not be feeling your best. You may be dealing with some emotional stuff that is upsetting you. Be present for what you're feeling. Can't live there, but be present for it. And recognize that this is the way to healing. This is the way to moving forward. You have been trying to move forward for a long time, and you take some steps, but then it gets weird. And I think it's because there is some deep healing that you haven't really done yet. It takes time. And this week you can move through some of that. Won't necessarily be pleasant, but it is necessary. All right, Claire C. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Here is a card for you. It's the Hanged Man, only in this deck it's the Hanged Woman. So, Claire, there are some things that you have to deal with that you really don't want to deal with and you got no choice. Okay, fine. But are there other ways that you keep yourself stuck where you don't have to be stuck? Like, what are you stuck with that you are really stuck with? And what are you stuck with that you don't have to be stuck with? This is your question to ponder this week. Lisa McCord, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. You're the 3rd person to get this. And I'm going to make this for you this week be very much about work and your position of leadership. I'm afraid there could be some changes coming at work or this could be a bit of a tough week. That's okay. Just recognize where your power lies and work with that. There may be some situations where you're feeling somewhat disempowered, and that's hard if that's the case, but don't you disempower yourself. All right, Mystics Haven, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. 9 of Wands reversed. You're the second one to get this. Mystics Haven. feel like you have been really on a healing journey. And I feel like you're coming to a turning point there, and you may see some evidence of that this week, where you have healed and you're reacting to things differently than you would have. Where something happens and you say, you know what, in the past I would have reacted this way, but now I'm going to react this way, and this is the better way. So be present as you recognize your own growth. Gina Rutledge, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. The next request I see is Kim Morris. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for looking at the pictures of the babies. There will be more, many more, over many years. All right. Here is a card for the week for you. King of Cups reversed. You know, this week, I'm honestly really thinking about your romantic life, where you are, where you want to be, how you can focus on that appropriately. I mean, not that you do it inappropriately, but I feel like we don't want it to take all your focus this week, but I do feel like it needs to be some time for you. And I think this is an area of your life where you're looking for, whether it's a change or a growth or, whatever that is, you're looking for it. And I think part of what I see this week is healing from the things in the past that didn't work, so you can make room for what will work and recognize those possibilities. All right. Minerva Martinez, right? So important to me to pronounce people's names correctly, and I may not have gotten that correct, and I apologize. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. And here's a card for you. Look at you. You're the second one to get this. 8 of Wands. And for you, I'm thinking about travel. I don't know if you're taking a little trip this week or if you're going to be planning a trip. Maybe it's more the metaphoric journey of your life, and as you look at that and move forward. But it's a nice energy. It's open to good possibilities. It's open to positive communication. And it's open to the fact that, we don't always know, where we're going or what we're doing. But if you put one foot in front of the other and you move forward, you are getting somewhere. And this week, you may find that you have moved forward a great deal, and that you are in the process of moving forward. So it could be actual travel, could be the metaphoric journey of life, or both. And that's a beautiful thing. Kyle, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thank you for helping out with Super Sticker. Really appreciate it. Here is a card for you. 10 of Swords. You're the second one to get this. And you have had a tough journey recently. There is no doubt, and there's no denying it. And it's okay to be angry, to be hurt, to be upset by it. But when I look at this, I think this week you're going to discover that the worst part of that journey is over. And that now there may be room for real healing, and that is a beautiful thing. We're really happy to see you here. Kathy, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Feels like your week is already long. I hear you. Here we are. The High Priestess. This week, Kathy, focus on balance. Focus on holding peace and serenity in your heart, no matter what. Recognize you have a lot of wisdom. Recognize your own capability and your own strength. And this week may not be as bad as you thought it was going to be. Seriously. We have not had a lot of major arcana cards here today. I think this is only like the third. And it really speaks to the fact that even if it is difficult, you are on the right path doing the right things. All right, Bianca, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. You know, this week you may be looking at some changes. Maybe making those changes or just thinking about what those changes would be. It could be work stuff, career stuff, stuff in terms of how you take care of yourself, diet and exercise stuff. Really looking at what do you want to ground yourself into? What do you want your path on this planet to be going forward? And recognizing your planet. That's interesting. What I was trying to say is recognizing your ability to determine that. But what came out of my mouth is recognizing your planet. So quick run and check your astrology, seriously. Because sometimes a misspeak like that can be really important. So, all of that. Raquel Revelta, Art and More, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. A card for you and a card for Cassandra. Yes, indeed. Look at this. Raquel, 10 of Wands reversed. It's come up a couple of times, but most significantly, it came up in the 3-card reading for everyone. Raquel, you can only take on what you can take on. You want to do everything to help the people that you care about. You can only do so much. And know that what you do is enough and what you do is fabulous. Do not feel bad that you can't do more. It's okay. You're good. You're good. And Cassandra. And I know Cassandra's a member as well, and we appreciate that. Cassandra, 2 of Swords reversed. You know, yesterday we talked about something. Well, I talked about something, and I assume you listened. For the first time, that it might, you may be in an untenable situation. It's possible. And when I say untenable, I don't mean that you can't do it. You can do it, and you can do it successfully. You absolutely can. And if that's what you want to do, you can. And you don't have to make the decision this week, but you do have to form the questions this week, and you have to look for answers and solutions. If you want to make a change, if you want to do something different, what does that look like? And that's cool. Either way. And if you don't want to make the decision yet, you don't have to make it yet. But again, it's time to form the questions. Okay, the next question I see is Angelic Michelle. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Oh, this has been a popular card today, the 8 of Wands. For you, Angelic Michelle, I see it as being open to possibilities and very literally being open to the voice of the angels. Recognize how the angels work with you. Recognize, I feel like this week there may be a whole opening to that energy, to new guidance. Look for the new guidance, not from me, but from those who guide you. And recognize, like your name is Angelic Michelle, right? But recognize how real that is, how real it is that you have and you are open to spiritual guidance. And you may have a very specific ability to feel that and to hear that and to understand that. And that may be very important this week, so be open. Gina Rutledge. Hang on, I've got to scroll here. Okay, Gina Rutledge, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a new member here. Looking forward to seeing you this evening. And here is a card for you. There it is again, man. This has been a popular card today, too. The King of Pentacles reversed for you, Gina. What do I want to do with this for you? What am I feeling for you? Honestly, I think it's about your own grounding. It might be good for you to do grounding meditation, work with the root chakra, go outside and walk on the earth, spend time in nature. Feel yourself more connected to the earth, feel yourself more grounded, and really look at taking care of yourself. You seem to be really good at taking care of others. What do you need to do that you have not been doing to take care of yourself? Kathleen Patricia, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I just want to acknowledge, I'll come right back to you, Kathleen. I want to acknowledge the super chat that just came in from Aprilia. I think I pronounced that correctly. I think that's how you told me before. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Hey, Divergent Heart. I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for being here. Okay, hang on. Now I got to scroll back. Scrolling back. Here we are. Okay, Kathleen Patricia. Thanks for your patience. Here we are. Oh, this has been a popular one today too, unfortunately. Kathleen, I feel like you're going through a tough time right now. How much of that is physical, emotional, spiritual? It is a tough time. Be careful to sort of focus on what makes the most sense for you right now. And be careful about negative self-talk. Don't be in your head in a negative way too much. Or at all. How about not at all? Spend some time outdoors. It would be good for you to stretch and move, maybe dance, do some yoga. Take care of yourself. It may be a difficult week and you may be dealing with some difficult stuff, but stay present with yourself spiritually. It's going to be okay. You will get through it. And it may be time to consider some changes. And that may be what you're dealing with this week, and that's fine. At least the consideration. Whether you make the changes or not, at least the consideration. All right, JF1, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Here is a card for you. 9 of Swords reversed. I think this week you may find some solutions to some problems that have been bothering you. You may find that things that have been upsetting will turn a corner and get better, which is exactly what we need. Christina R., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. A card for you and Karen Winkle. And Karen, of course, is a member here. And I know she is starting her new job today, isn't she? So that's really exciting. We appreciate her and her membership. And we appreciate you, Christina, for being here. Here is a card for you. 8 of Swords. This week, I feel like you're on break now, I think, or gonna be. But there's some anxiety here, and it might be for a real reason. It might be about figuring out the clinicals, and you may need to turn your attention to that. So the key is, if there are problems you need to solve them. If there's other sort of random things causing you upset and anxiety, try to push that away so you can relax and enjoy some time for yourself. Now for Karen, Knight of Wands, here you go on your new journey, girl. And this is a good thing. You are moving forward. It's going to be okay. It's going to be good. It's going to feel good. So this is just a very positive card on your new journey, using your creativity, using your leadership. And, you may find that work is not necessarily going to be as much drudgery as it used to be. Hallelujah. Okay. Okay, and again, thank you all for feedback. I do appreciate it. I don't always read it aloud, but I do see it. The next request I see is from Jackie. Jackie, thank you so much for being a member here. Thanks for using a members only emoji. It's so nice to see you. Here is a card for the week for you. I shuffled, you saw I shuffled, but you got the Knight of Wands too. And, you know, this is really giving you permission. Look at that hair right there. My goodness. Okay. This is giving you permission, Jackie, to plan the journeys that you want to take. Whether this is a journey for like a actual travel, planning travel, or whether it's planning your career journey or planning your life, think about where you want to go and recognize your power to get there. And that second part, the recognizing your power to get there, has been lacking for you in the past. So let's be open to that. Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Here is a card of the week for you. Knight of Swords reversed, Gemini Sun. So, if you have a difficult person in your life right now, you're going to have to deal with them appropriately. And like you can't avoid that. But also, I think you're really, you know, so often the swords can talk about technology. And I know you've talked about kind of where you want to go career-wise ultimately, and that it involves technology. And I feel like you've kind of been sitting on your hands and not doing what you need to do to get there. And maybe there's real reasons. Maybe you've been busy. Maybe there's other things going on. I'm not shaming you. But this week, you may have an opportunity to go forward. Don't be afraid. Do it. Seriously. It may manifest differently than you think it will. I can tell you that from personal experience. But it'll manifest in a good way, for sure. Okay, Maya Starbuck, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Better late than never. Sure, here you are. Glad you are here. Oh, Three of Swords. I wonder if you're going through a difficult thing right now. This week may be a week of really needing to be kind to yourself, of doing some healing, finding some opportunity for some healing, confronting some things that are difficult. Recognize that this is part of the journey and that you have the strength and the ability to do what you need to do. And as you do that, things will get better. All right. Hey, Zuri, nice to see you. You're coming in on your Ask Zuri account, but I know that in your Yacht Zuri shop, you are a member, and we appreciate that. Okay, Julie Rogan, nice to see you. I know you're a member here. Thank you so much for that. Maya, sorry. I just realized I gave Maya her card before she asked for it, but that's all right. You got your card, and I'm glad you like the kids, Maya. Okay, Julie, I am focused on you. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Julie. Oh! This has come up a couple of times. I don't love this. I do not love the Ace of Swords reversed, and I do not love it for you, Julie. What are you dealing with this week that you don't want to deal with, but you have to deal with? And do you have difficult people around you who are making your life harder than it needs to be? Be careful about how you handle difficult situations this week. Take a beat, take a minute, be strategic. Do not let other people being ridiculous cause you to say something or do something that you will later regret. Be strategic in your response to things. It's okay. Stand in your power. All will be well. And thank you so much, Maya and Gemini, for your love for the twins. And Ben, so appreciate it. Okay, hey, Robin Renee, nice to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I just got to scroll down here for a minute. Robin Renee, you're next. Robin Renee, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. At Aprilia, hope I'm getting that right. Thank you so much for the second super chat. Really appreciate it. It's Monday. And so on Monday, we do a card for the week, which is what I will be happy to do for you. Okay. Here we go. Hang on, just scrolling back. Scrolling back, coming back. Okay, Robin Renee. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for you. Queen of Swords. Okay, vacation is over, girl. Time to get back to it. What they used to say, put the do it to it. There are things you need to do to get where you want to go. This week, you're going to be refocusing on all of that, and you will do that very well. All right. Oh, and another thing about that, Robin Renee. Like, you saw a truth this week that you need to hold close to your heart. You know. You now know what you know, and you know it, and you've seen it, and you can't unsee it. So let's not even think about those possibilities anymore. All right, onward and upward. Rose, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Seven of Swords reversed. I feel like this week you're going to find out what the truth really is, whether it's a truth about yourself or about something someone has said or about a particular situation. So spend this week avoiding BS and looking for the truth. Baby Cakes, nice to see you. So what do we got here? We got pretzels and cheese doodles. I will take the pretzels. I will not take the cheese doodles. I do not like those things. But I do like pretzels, so thank you. All right. Here is a card for you, Baby Cakes. Oh, look at you. This has been a popular card today. The Two of Wands, considering the possibilities. And for you, Baby Cakes, I feel like it's really focusing in on where you want to go and what you want to do and how you're going to make that happen and what that looks like. I think you're going to have some substantial motion forward in terms of your life planning this week. Hey, Divergent Heart, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. You're here for the free stuff. Cool. Well, and here it is. Divergent Heart, are Mondays ever really happy? I don't know. I really am, but you know what? I work 7 days a week, so Monday is really the one thing that's special about Monday for me is that I get to come in here and do this live with y'all, which I enjoy. So, here we go. Divergent Heart, here is your card for the week ahead. The Four of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this week and maybe in general going forward, being more open to the possibilities. I feel like for you, you can get a little rigid in your thinking. And I think there's a way that really works for you. I think the things that you do and the work that you do requires a lot of structured thinking, and you have that gift. But I think sometimes you set limitations in your own life that aren't real. And so this week, maybe open up to a possibility for yourself in your life that you hadn't been open to before and see where that takes you. Okay. Oh, Jeannie, thanks for that feedback. Got it. Oh my gosh. Spiritual Business Spotlight with Sue Eller-Saller. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. You are going to be presenting at StarCon, and we are so excited for that. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Glad that you are here. And I didn't see a request for a card yet, but I'm just going to pull a card for you because I'm so excited to see you. And you got the Queen of Swords, which suggests that this is going to be a very good week for you for writing and speaking and sharing your knowledge, which is probably every week for you. But here it is, so go for it. Okay. Thank you all for the feedback. Really appreciate it. Okay. Very good, very good. I'm just reading the comments, trying to get through to the next question. I don't want to miss a question. And the next question, I do appreciate all the comments and the feedback and the interaction in our community. That matters so much. And so this is a good time for me to remind everyone. A good time for me to remind everyone, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, members only live stream. The link is in the description of this video. So make sure you join us. Okay, Zuri, you're the next request. Here's a card for you. 7 of Wands. Excuse me. You know, for you this week, I'm making this be about time management. There are a lot of demands on your time right now. And you also need to take time for yourself. So, be defensive of your time and spend it the way you want to spend it. And don't let other people waste your time. Seriously. Horse Fan Dunn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Nice to see you. Here's a card for you. So, you know, card 13, death. We haven't had a lot of majors today, and this sure is a major one. We know that this does not predict a physical death, but it does predict a change. And I wonder if there is a change that you have been contemplating. If there's something that you're ready for, some change that you're ready for, something that you're ready to do that you haven't done before, some bold move, whether that is internal or external, be open to that and be willing to go for it. All right. Zainab Ali, thanks for being here. What we do on Mondays is a card for the week ahead, and I'm happy to do that for you. You saw that I shuffled and you got this too. Be protective of yourself. Be willing to stand in your own power and go for what you want in life, especially this week. Okay. Okay, good, Leslie. I'm glad you didn't think it was harsh. Divergent heart, I so should have taught at Hogwarts. So there are people who say that I look like Professor Trelawney, who obviously was the divination professor, so that's kind of fun. But someone here has said, and I forget who it was who said it, and I'm sorry for forgetting, has said that I have the wisdom of Dumbledore, that I am like Dumbledore. So I'm happy with that. Okay. All right. Monique is the next request that I see. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, Monique. You saw that I shuffled, and yes, you said you were going through a healing journey. The healing journey is the right thing at the right time. Death does not refer to a physical death, it refers to a transformation. And that's what this healing journey will do for you. It will transform you. It is not easy, but you will see some significant growth and healing this week. And the next request I see is Stephanie Navarro. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, unfortunately, this has been a popular card today. The Ten of Swords is a hard card. And my question is, Stephanie, do you have a lot on your mind? Are you thinking about a lot? Are you stressed out? Is a lot bothering you? Stress relief is what you need this week. Go for stress relief, not in a way that's unhealthy, but in a way that's healthy. Lisa, that is some good feedback. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Oh, Kylas, thank you for that. That's good. All right. Amber A, here we go. Amber A, the Empress. This week, reflect on the wisdom that you learned from your female elders. Whether it's what they taught you by example, one way or the other, either what to do or what not to do, right? Reflect on that wisdom and see how that informs you and helps you this week. Okay, tonight's class, Peggy Lou and Angelic Michelle have asked, AITA, can tarot tell? Am I the a-hole? So, if you have a situation in your life where you're not sure if you're in the right or in the wrong, we're going to do some deep dive readings on that. And the goal is, whether you're reading for yourself or reading for others, we see the character of others, we see the character of ourselves. Did we make a mistake? Did we not? How do we tell ourselves and others that someone is not a nice person? That you have done something not nice and you need to make amends, and how do you make amends? How do we see it in the cards and how do we say it when it comes up? That's what we're going to be working on. Okay. Aprilia, so nice to see you. Thank you for the 2 super chats. Really appreciate it. Here is a card for you for the week ahead. And you had asked about love, and the card that comes up is about love, so you get your love reading. What I see here is partnership. And I see you doing what you need to do, either to fix a partnership or find a partnership or enjoy a partnership. And that really should be your focus this week. Whether it's making a relationship better, building a relationship, enjoying a relationship, or finding the right relationship, that is the energy that we see here. So that bodes very well for you. Martha Vink, so nice to see you. Martha Vink, here is a card for you. Wow, this has been a very popular card. 7 of Swords. Martha, you need to be very, very politically strategic in your new job. Figure out what you're going to stand in defense of and what you're not, and how you're going to get along with different people. There's a lot you have to figure out here, looking at the existing power structures and where you fit in. So put on your strategic thinking cap. All righty. And thank you all so much for the feedback. Peggy Lou, thanks for the reading. Chara, I see your request here, but I think I got to you earlier, so that's good. Okay. And I am coming to the end of my available time, but I'm going to try to get to everybody. Divergent Heart, I don't have a mod yet because in these readings, these live streams, the only time so far I seem to need one is Global Tarot Circle, so that's where I'm going to use it. I don't seem to need it here. Unless there's a use for it that I don't know. In which case you can enlighten me, please. Okay. Purple Sunflower. Here's a card for you. The Hermit reversed. This week, remember how much you are loved. Ask for help when you need it. Spend time with your friends and the people that you love. Amy Foreman, my friend, we worked a gig together on Saturday and it was fun. And Amy is presenting at StarCon. We're really excited about that. Here is a card for you. The King of Swords reversed. You know, I think the thing for you is to recognize that there have been in your life some very difficult people who have tried to get you to believe a lot of crap. And they'll continue to do it. You need to resist it. And there may be some of that coming up this week. And, don't be afraid of offending people who hang on to harmful beliefs. All right. Oh, Jackie, you are coming to StarCon in person. There's your travel. That's fabulous. Okay. Here we go. Ashley, here's a card. Okay. Ashley, strength reverse. Be careful about your temper this week. Breathe, count to 10 before you say something you're going to regret. Be careful. And don't be angry at yourself either. Okay. My friends, thank you all for the feedback. Thank you for being here. Members, I will look forward to seeing you tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I am available for readings, private readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom. Sons, you have a special offer for a coupon. Make sure you find that and use it in the month of August if you would like. StarCon tickets are on sale. Thank you so much for being here. I will look forward to seeing you. I really appreciate all of you. Be good.